Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Just waiting for a few more people before we start.
Chairman, this is Tom Jardim. I just want to let you know that I'm on by the phone instead of video.
Okay, so you're on. All right, no problem. I didn't see you. There's many people. All right. It's moderator host. Can you please start recording?
We are recording.
Okay. Good afternoon, all. Polling to order the meeting of the Planning Board of Borough Carteret special meeting, July 10th, 2024. All right, please recite the pledge. Stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
The United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Lauren, can you roll call, please?
Agliata,
Here.
Brown,
Here.
Diaz, Bellawarchuk,
Here.
Giuliano's excused, Singh,
Here.
Dupont,
Here.
Jardim,
Here.
Curran present.
We have a quorum, correct?
Correct.
All right. All right, Mr. Jardine, can you please read the open public meeting notice?
Yes. Good morning, everybody. This is a special meeting of the Borough of Carteret Planning Board pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act. The notice requirements have been satisfied in the following manner. Copies of this meeting notice were provided to two official newspapers of the borough, and two additional copies were forwarded to the clerk for filing and for posting in a public place. A copy of this meeting notice and any revisions thereto shall be mailed to any person who requests it and who pays a fee established by the governing body to cover the expense of the mailing.
All right, thank you, Mr. Jardine. Polling the first case on the agenda, PB 2405 Washington Avenue Urban Renewal Entity. Please step forward.
John Kwasnik for the applicant, and I also believe I have a representative from CME on the line and you as
Okay,
a architect.
excuse me a minute. Lauren, can we make note that Mr. Diaz is on the call? Is on the conference call?
It is noted.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You're up. All right, good. Sorry, proceed.
That's no problem, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman and the board, my name is John Kwasnik. I'm from the law firm Mazaki and Kwasnik. I'm representing today Washington Avenue Urban Renewal Entity, which I believe you're familiar. They've done a previous application before this board for the project at 2729, which is now a mixed-use developed project in the borough of Carteret. It is a 501c3 corporation and is proposing to develop at the corner of Cook and Irving a 5,600 square foot restaurant for future development, which will include a $1,300 concrete paver patio area for outdoor dining. They also plan on doing improvements to the sidewalks along Cook Avenue in Irving with landscaping and decorative lighting. Parking for the restaurant is going to be accomplished in two manners. One for on-street parking, as well as the use of the municipal lot adjoining the property. Two things you should know up front: that the use of the property is consistent with the Cook Avenue redevelopment plan, as well as there is going to be a loading dock, which the engineer and architect will discuss in a second, which is going to be required pursuant to the borough ordinance. Prior to the meeting, I have submitted all affidavits, publication, and certified mailings to the board for its review, as well as electronic copies of all the plans that everybody should have received by now. With that being said, Mr. Chairman, I'm going to call a representative from CME to testify as to the site plan itself. We could swear him in.
Yes, Mr. Jardine, can you please swear him in, please?
Yes, sir. Will you raise your right hand? Do you swear the testimony you'll give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Matthew,
Hello?
he is a participant on the list. I don't know if he can hear us though or not. Matthew, can you hear us?
And he would
Are
need
you
to.
muted or? Matthew, I think you're muted according to the participant list.
Mr. Kwasnick, if your witnesses are testifying under oath, they do have to be visible.
Yeah, I do know that, Mr. Chairman. I just,
I see Matt, but he's muted.
Yeah. And now Mr. Chairman, it keeps going in and out that he's muted and unmuted. I don't know if it's an audio issue or.
Host, can you check his feed, please?
Matthew, can you hear us?
He is on mute.
Matthew, you are unmuted. Can you hear us? You know what, Mr. Chairman? Do you have to? I know when I had to log in, I had to accept your microphone and camera request or instruction. Maybe he didn't do that.
He's been on before.
Yeah, I know.
Can you text him and say,
Yeah. Let me
real quick so I can make sure he checks it?
Let's see.
And maybe
his
he wants to go
connection is-
out and come back in.
Maybe.
I'll be right with everybody. I'm gonna call him on too.
It looks like he has a slow connection. All right, he's gonna try to go back in.
Okay. If you would like, Mr. Chairman, I could go on.
Everybody, just a few more seconds. Do you need to start with Matt? Do you need to start with Matt first, or can you?
No, I was going to say if we can't get him on, I'll start with the architect as well.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's start with the architect.
Okay. I don't want to hold everybody up.
Yeah, we could proceed with this. All right, who's the architect?
Paul Schwartz is on the line from USA Architects.
Okay, can we please swear him in, Mr. Jardine?
Mr. Schwartz, you raise your right hand, please. You swear the testimony you'll give today will be the. Hello?
He has an audio problem also.
No.
Mr. Schwartz, is your microphone on? Unmuted?
Mr. Chairman, can you hear me? This is Anthony Civitella.
How you doing, Anthony?
How are you?
I can hear you. Good.
Okay.
Paul, when you logged in, did you click on the accept the microphone and camera? You must have because you're on camera.
Mr. House, is there any way we could see if we can help him out?
If you can, go to your audio option and see if you can switch to the.
In some ways, this technology is much better for all of us, but there's always some technical issue, I guess.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate. Haven't had an issue.
That's a good thing.
I see Mr. Jardine now.
Yes. I'm
Yeah,
here.
All right, is there anybody else you can go to?
Just the two of them, actually.
Mr. Chairman, I can testify. This is Anthony Civitella from USA Architects.
Thank you, Anthony.
Is that okay, Mr. Kowalski?
I have
see
no
it.
objection. You
Okay.
could say John. I have no
Okay, John.
objection, actually.
Okay, no problem. Okay, Mr. Attorney, can you swear, Mr. Cavatellian?
Yes,
Can
sir.
you pronounce that?
And I'm sorry, can you state your full name and your affiliation?
Anthony Civitella, USA Architects.
And will you raise your right hand, please? You swear the testimony you give today will the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Anthony, so I don't screw up your last name. I know you've testified before this board before, and I'm just going to ask that the board accept his qualification as an expert in the field of architecture.
Can you just brief synopsis of his qualifications? We always ask just to get on record.
Not a problem. Anthony, do you have any special licenses in New Jersey?
Not personally, no.
Do you have an architectural license, though?
I do not.
Okay, yeah, then you can't.
Yeah, we have to wait for
testify as an architect.
Correct.
Mr. Matt, you there?
Yeah, I'm here now.
Okay, you start with Matt again, like you wanted to start.
But by the way, can I ask Anthony, go back to you? Are you and Paul in the same building that he could come to your video, or no?
No, he's not, unfortunately.
Okay, I'm just curious. Thank you, though.
Okay, Mr. Jordan, swear Matt, please.
Yes, sir. Will you raise your right hand, please? Thank you. You swear the testimony you'll give this morning will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. Matt, just for the record, I know you've testified before this board before, but do you hold any special licenses in the state of New Jersey?
I'm qualified as a professional engineer, certified municipal engineer, and certified floodplain manager in the state of New Jersey. All licensed currently in good standing with the state.
Thank you. And you've testified before this board on many occasions in the past?
That is correct. This board, various state boards across the state.
Thank you. I'm just going to move to have him accepted as an expert in the field of engineering.
I don't have any issues with that. Mr. Giardini, you don't have any issues, correct?
Correct.
All right, proceed.
Matthew, can you briefly describe what documents or what you did in terms of reviewing it to design your engineering plans for this project?
Sure, thank you. CME, I'm a project manager with CME Associates. We've been tasked with the site design for the proposed restaurant development at 2125 Cook Avenue. We've taken a outbound topographic survey for the site and used that to develop our site plans, grading plans, and utility plans for the project.
And can you briefly describe the project, the site plan for the project?
Certainly. The existing site is a 7,500 square foot corner lot on the corner of Irving Street and Cook Avenue, located in the borough's 2125 Cook Avenue redevelopment zone. The site formerly was home to a Bank of America drive-through walk-in bank establishment. That building has recently been demolished. The proposed construction is for a one-story, approximately 5,600 square foot dine-in restaurant with an outdoor patio area. The building is situated directly on the right-of-way lines for Irving Street and Cook Avenue, so 0-foot setback. With regards to the 2125 Cook Avenue redevelopment area, the application is conforming as far as all bulk requirements go for setbacks, coverage, everything listed in the redevelopment plan, with the exception of a minor encroachment into the right-of-way along Cook Avenue for the vestibule and front entrance. I reviewed Mr. DuPont's letter and noted that this was just one item that we need to provide some testimony for. And as noted in the Cook Avenue redevelopment plan, this encroachment would be permitted provided that the applicant secures an easement from the Borough Council, which we intend on doing.
And that encroachment is only for the overhang, allowing access into the entrance, correct?
Correct. I believe it's about a 2-foot overhang and maybe 10 to 15 feet across the front of the building, so a fairly minor encroachment to the right of way that wouldn't affect public access to the sidewalk.
Thank you. Matthew, and parking is going to be provided via off-site locations at the municipal lot?
That is correct. The 2025 Cook Avenue redevelopment plan allows for development of this nature to utilize the existing municipal parking lot adjacent to the property, as well as any on-street parking. We've done a survey of that existing parking lot. Currently handles about 60 vehicles, as well as I believe there's approximately 13 on-street parking spaces. So in the immediate vicinity of the development, we have about 77 on-street parking spaces available. We anticipate that this would generally be available and would satisfy the need of the restaurant based on the borough's parking calculation. Development inside and about 63 parking spaces. So we feel that adequate parking has been provided, and generally the use times of the restaurant wouldn't be coinciding with the peak use hours of those municipal lots.
And I also believe the restaurant's going to be have a loading dock placed in it pursuant to the municipal ordinance.
That is correct. Consistent with the redevelopment plan, there is a loading area provided on Irving Street in the rear of the building. Loading area provides space for restaurant supply drop-off as well as a trash enclosure. We've designed this in such a way that we're providing adequate landscape buffers for the adjacent residential uses of the property, as well as a generous landscape and private fence buffer for dining area.
Were there any other issues that were raised by the borough's professionals in the review of your plans that we need to address?
I have the letter in front of me with some minor technical comments related to just making sure the EV charging spaces in the adjacent parking lot are in good repair, so we agree to comply with that. Technical comment regarding gutter downspouts, the existing stormwater system, which we'll comply with. Several comments just for provision of ground utility services and water meters inside the building, as well as located gas meters in the loading area, which we do to comply with. And finally, the remaining comments pertain to just providing some additional spot grades for the PDA curb ramps to make sure those are constructed in compliance with the regulation. And then finally coordinating with the borough on the details of any streetscape design and exterior finish colors for the streetscape around the building to make sure that's in compliance with the general cohesive nature of the Arts District streetscape design.
So we can address all of the issues when we submit final building plans.
That's correct.
There was no other questions or issues that you're aware of that have been raised by the professionals for the borough?
No, sir. Take any questions from the board or the stuff.
Thank you. I have no further questions of Matthew. I didn't know if the board had any.
I don't have any questions, Mr. Dupont. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, just a couple things. First of all, I don't know if anybody has their phones not muted. If they can just mute their phone, that'd be appreciated. We're getting a lot of feedback over here.
Yeah.
And two, we've worked closely with CME on the design and throughout the whole project. So I think that testimony was complete and addressed everything we were concerned about. So no, nothing further, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Mr. Jardine, do you have anything?
No, I have nothing, Chairman.
Do the board members have any questions from this witness?
No.
Okay. You can proceed to your next witness.
I see Mr. Schwartz is on at least 2 or 3 times. I'm hoping we can see and hear him now.
John, can you hear me?
I can. There's a lot of feedback, but I can't see you.
I'm trying to get my technical guy to work this out. So the problem is
We're getting a lot of, I think the problem is too, you're on 2 or 3 times, so we're getting a lot of feedback.
okay.
You have, by the way, you do have everything else muted according to the participant list, but for some reason we're still getting a lot of feedback.
So you might want to.
You're getting
You might want to press the
coming from
F4. You might want to press the F4 button on your computer so you mute your microphone and then turn down your volume on your computer way down if you're using your phone.
Does anybody see him anymore? Because I don't even see his name on the box.
Yeah, I do see two images of him on two thumbnails.
Okay. Paul, are you still there? Can you hear us? Or...
You should be able to unmute yourself down below on the video.
Yeah, because now I think he's completely muted.
It's still not working though, is it? Can you hear me
It's
now?
working now, yeah.
We can hear you now.
Back.
My technical, my IT guy was trying to work through it, so I apologize for that much.
Not a problem. We can see you. We can hear you now.
Yeah, we see it. You can see it twice.
Do we really?
That's scary.
Okay, Mr. Jenkins, please swear me.
Mr. Schwartz, will you raise your right hand, please? You swear the testimony you'll give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do. Thank you.
Mr. Schwartz, just for the record, can you briefly describe the licenses you hold in the state of New Jersey?
I am the CEO of USA Architects. I'm a licensed architect and planner in the state of New Jersey. I've testified before many, many boards throughout the state of New Jersey.
And in conjunction with this, you helped prepare the plan. I'm getting a lot of feedback.
That's correct.
For you. Thank you. When did you review?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, sir?
What documents or did you do a site visit in preparation of these plans?
Yes. We've been through my team and myself have been at the site at various times, looking at different options. The one you see is the most current.
Thank you. I'm just going to move to have him as an expert in the field of architecture, if there's no objection.
It's fine with me.
No objection.
Thank you. Paul, can you describe the proposed building that's going to be at 2125 Cook Avenue?
It's a proposed new restaurant that we'll be planning on Cook Avenue. Again, I'm going to ask for some support here. I know these not in terms of number of seats, but it's essentially one story with outdoor dining along some of the major streets there.
Is there anything else with respect to the plan itself that you submitted to the board that you'd like to point out?
Not specifically. Obviously, we worked directly with some of the leadership in town to try to conform to some of the zoning and work directly with CME on some of the issues. The aesthetics, again, leadership from the town has been working with us on that. But the idea is that this would be a destination restaurant in Carteret.
And you've not received any issues or concerns from any of the professionals at the borough that we did address here?
Not that I am personally aware of.
Okay, thank you. I have no other questions for Mr. Schwartz. I don't know if the board does.
Mr. DuPont, do you have any questions?
No.
No, Mr. Chairman, again, we've been working with the architect and engineer pretty closely throughout the whole process. So now it's a terrific design. I think it's a really, really good plan.
Okay. Did any board members have any questions for this this witness?
No.
Okay. Does that conclude your presentation?
Correct, it does, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Mr. Jardine, do you have any questions before I open to the public?
I don't, and the public would be able to ask questions or make comments.
Yes, yeah, I understand. I just want to make sure you didn't have before. Hey, any motion to open the public?
Motion to open to the public.
Second.
Okay, does anybody in the public have any comments or questions on this PB 2405 Washington area urban renewal utility application? Please come forward. Can whoever's not talking, can you please mute your phone or your mute it, whatever you're on? I hear people talking, a lot of people talking in the background. Okay, Mr. Moderator, is anybody on the phones?
No, sir.
Nobody's on the phones. Okay, one more time. Is there anybody in the public have any comments or questions on PB 2405 Washington Avenue Herbal Renewal Entity? All right.
Yes, I do. My name is Kenneth Oakes. I live at 51 Irving Street. Directly
Hold
across from
on,
the
sir.
site.
Hold on 1 second. Does he have to be, Mr. Jordan, does he have to be on video or no?
I can turn on my video.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I don't think he has to be. Okay, there you go. I'm sorry. All right, so
Okay.
state your name and address for the record, please.
Sure. Kenneth Oakes, 51 Irving Street.
Okay, sir, what's your question?
So my concern is the parking, obviously. I know that they referenced the street parking. Is there a way that because we have resident parking with permit, but the signs currently say 90-minute parking in front of our house. I'm the only house on the block, but yet we can never find parking as it is before the restaurant opens. So is there something that we can do so that way it doesn't affect the parking in front of my house?
Mr. Jordan, who would be the best qualified to answer that one?
That'd be Matthew from CME, I believe.
Matt, can you comment or give a response to that question?
Yep, we can definitely take a look at the parking and see what the current regulations that are currently enforced right now. If you say it's 90-minute parking, I believe that on Cook Avenue. So most of the parking for this development is going to be accommodated by the municipal lot on Cook. So there's really not that much parking available on Irving Street to begin with. So we imagine that most of the patrons of the restaurant are going to be utilizing that Cook Avenue parking lot and the on-street parking lot in Cook. We could definitely take a look at the regulations and see if there's a way that we can have this minimize any impact to adjacent neighbors and residential in the area.
Yeah, because currently it just says that we have to have a permit according to the town, so we have permits, but the sign still says 90-minute parking. So I've been down there a few times to try to get that changed, and with the restaurant opening, it's going to get worse before it gets better if it's not addressed. That's my concern. But I have no issue with the restaurant opening at all.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll address that your comment, and we'll take into consideration. And if something needs to be changed, I'm sure it will be. Correct, Mr. Zingraf?
That's correct. Yeah, we can check and make sure that the regulations are consistent with the signage that's posted throughout the neighborhood.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I see somebody with the hand raised, another resident. Please unmute yourself and state your name and address for the record.
Yep. Hi, good morning. My name is Luz Arce Martinez. I am from the 155 High Street. To add on to Kenneth's concern regarding parking, I can tell you right now, the parking permits are not being enforced. There are 2 vehicles outside of my home that have been parked there for a couple days now, and some stayed for several weeks. So I'm very concerned about the enforcement of these permits and what type of measures are going to be taking place, because as of right now, nothing is being done.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about that's not being enforced. I'm sure we will, after this meeting, we will contact the officials, the police officials, and ask them why it's not being enforced. And I'm sure it will be. What was the other part of your question, Matt? I'm sorry.
Oh, that was
What was your
enforcement of parking, right? I mean, yes, there's going to be a lot, but how is that going to be enforced for those consumers of the restaurant? But also, we do have a building next door, so I'm just really concerned about enforcement. If it's not being done now, how is it going to be implemented in the future?
Again, I don't have a direct answer for you, but I do know we will make the proper inquiries and contact the proper people to ask why it hasn't been enforced. And I'm sure after this meeting, it will be enforced.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Anybody else have comments or questions in the public for this application? TV 2405 Washington Avenue renewal. Okay, hearing none. Any motion to close?
It is so moved.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. Mr. Jordan, can you form a motion for us to vote on this application, please?
Yes, Chairman, as the board members just heard, this is a preliminary and final site, a final major site plan application for 2125 Cook Avenue to construct a one-story restaurant building. The applicant conforms with and complies with all the bulk standards of the 2125 Cook Avenue redevelopment plan. So if the board is satisfied that the applicant has met its requirements, we would need a motion and a second to approve this application, subject to all the conditions set forth in the July 9th, 2024 John DuPont memorandum, which the applicant has voluntarily agreed to comply with, and the usual conditions that we apply to these applications, including payment of taxes, current and all other government approvals obtained. So we would need a motion and a second to approve it with those conditions.
Okay, I need a motion to approve.
It is so moved.
Motion to approve.
Okay,
Second.
pull the board, please.
Tagliata,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Diaz,
Yes.
Belwarchuk,
Yes.
Singh,
Yes.
DuPont.
Yes.
It's been approved.
Okay, thank you. Good luck, gentlemen.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Welcome to Carteret. All right, Mr. DuPont, I think we have, or Mr. Jardine, we have one more item on the agenda. PP 1804-2024 Locust Roosevelt redevelopment plan amendment.
We certainly do, Mr. Chairman. We have that redevelopment plan, Locust Roosevelt Avenue plan that we adopted, or that we recommended to the council previously. We wanted to include an additional 6 properties into that area that needed redevelopment. That's lots 9, 10, 11, 19, 20, and 21. So that just kind of squares off the block for the borough. So we need a motion to accept that amendment so we can send it back to the council for their adoption.
Sure, all right, Mr. DuPont, these properties, we just square off the property, and these properties are already owned by the borough, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. I have no issue with that. We're just gonna take a vote in the affirmative, Mr. Jardine, or should we call for how we proceed with this?
You should ask if there's any public comment on this as well.
All right, no problem. I need a motion to open to public.
It is so moved.
Motion to open to the public.
Thank you. Anybody in public have any comments or questions on PB 1804-2024 Locust Roosevelt redevelopment plan? Please come forward. Anybody in the phones, moderator?
No, sir.
Okay, hearing no comments from the public, the motion close.
Hearing none, move to close.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jardine. So now what we do, just form a motion to vote on, or we just?
Yeah, motion and a second to approve the amendment to the redevelopment plan.
Okay, I need a motion and a second to approve the amendment.
It is so moved.
Who seconds it, Mr. Brown? All right,
Brown.
hold the board. All right, hold the board.
Tagliata,
Yes.
Brown, Brown,
Mr. Brown up from the call. He's back.
Okay.
Right here.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, we got you.
Diaz,
All right.
Yes.
Belwarchuk,
Yes.
Singh,
Yes.
DuPont.
Yes.
It's been approved.
Okay, thank you. Anything else, Mr. DuPont or Mr. Jardine?
Not for me, Mr. Chairman.
No further business.
Okay, need a motion to close?
It is so moved.
Okay, thank you, guys. See you next meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thanks,
Have a
guys.
great summer, everybody.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.